Okay, we're here with Worcestershire head coach Alan Richardson after the draw with Warwickshire. Alan, probably fair to say you got away with one. What do you take away from the game on the whole?
Absolutely got away with one. I think we've been pushed hard by a really good side, very good bowling attack, and a side that batted a long way down. I'd like to think that we take as much confidence out of it as we can in terms of some of the performances we put together and how we stuck together as a team, but without a shadow of a doubt, one that we've, looking at it at lunchtime today, it was going to be a long slog for us to get anything out of it. So thankfully the weather came in and helped us out.
What are the positives that you take out of it?
I think, in terms of some of the batting performances with the partnerships, it's not always easy to take something out of it when you've scored under 200 both innings. But I think the fact that it was quite a tricky surface at times against, like I said, a high quality bowling attack, and there were some guys who really put their hand up and batted for long periods of time. No more so than Ethan Brooks, I thought, and Matthew Waite today when we got ourselves in a little bit of a hole. They put together a 60 run partnership and thought they batted really well. And certainly as a bowling unit, thought we did really well throughout. But nice to see Jacob Duffy get his first fifer for the club.
Given the surface that they had to bat on, you really couldn't have come up against a much more difficult attack than Chris Wokes and Chris Rushworth together. You might have bowled pretty well there.
I don't know about that, Frank, but yeah, I think they bowled really well. I think Ethan Bamber probably didn't quite hit his straps, but he's obviously a fine bowler as well. You've got Bo Webster, who's played international cricket, and Ed Barnard, if anyone's heard of him, he's not bad as well. So yeah, I think it was challenging throughout. I think whatever surface we'd have played them on, they would have asked some really testing questions. So I think for the fact that we held our hands up in periods of time to make sure that we got somewhere close to parity in the first innings. It would have been nicer to get a little bit closer, without a shadow of a doubt. And then I think it was always going to be a real test or a bit of a stretch to get over 300 in the fourth innings. But to put together the fight we did at times, I thought Gareth Roderick started really well in the second innings as well. So we have to look at it in terms of the surfaces we've played here over the last three games. It might not be someone scoring a big 100, but it might be lots of contributions, which we saw against Essex, lots of partnerships, I think 4 or 5 partnerships over 50. So something that we have to try and build on.
Looking ahead, a change now, a bit of a break, change into the white ball, we've talked about that before. A little bit of a concern maybe this time that some of the batters, and then they weren't all playing the white ball game, but some of the batters going into the T20 must be lacking a bit of confidence.
I think you can look at it one or two ways, really, Frank. You can either have that mindset, which I think is quite negative, or the idea that it's a real change and it's a real opportunity to go out and play your shots and play with an element of courage. It's an opportunity, therefore, to show our skill set off in a different format, and I think that's really important for us. I talk about it a lot, but the schedule has been there for a long time. We always knew this was going to happen, so we see it as a window of opportunity rather than something that's going to be looked at as a negative.
And for you as a coaching team too, you can maybe cast off some of the worries that you've had about the red ball game and apply your minds and your sort of planning to a different format as well. So yeah, it works for you as well.
There's never any worries, Frank. Don't worry about that. I think, it's just, again, it's an opportunity for us as coaches. It's something different, something that I really enjoy. It's obviously very quick moving game, quite a bit more strategic at times. So it's always just a different challenge and something, we ask the players to embrace that challenge. I think it'd be silly for us as support staff not to do that as well.
This is Mike the Plasterer. He needs a trusted supplier for his materials and tools. Mike needs Profile Store. With an easy-to-use website, you can check stock online, order it and collect it within the hour. Profile Store offer free delivery over £125 and fast overnight shipping. With over 2,000 products in stock, they're sure to have what you need. So get yourself down to the trade counter in Kidderminster today. Get the job done with profilestore.co.uk.